My name is Joe, Joseph Hang.
And yours?
And
I'm Ruby. Ruby Hing.
well, I'm 86, and my wife is 83.
Next May.
Okay, next May. And we live in Hayward, 19426 Times Avenue.
Since 1957.
Oh, yeah, that's going back a long way. See, I was born in San Francisco. When I was a month old, I went to China for about 7 years. And then I came back and I went to live in Brooklyn. I grew up in Brooklyn and the Bronx. Tough neighborhoods. Back there, you learn to fight and get together, get along with the people. And then we went to move to Arizona and out here during the war, the World War II. Well, I went to Oakland Hunt Tech, and then I went to the Merchant Marine. So after that, I more or less went to work.
Oh, well, see, I was born here in the Delta. Do you know what the Delta is? Sacramento Delta? Well, I was 6 months old when our family went back to China. And when we were there, I had another sister that was born there. And when I was 2, my father passed away there, leaving my mother with 7 children at 29 years of age. So we stayed there until just before the war, when my mother decided to bring us back. Well, she was advised to bring us back because the war with Japan was already going on in China. In fact, planes were coming over during the day, flying over. So we got out just in time. My mother, I don't know how she did it, but she brought us back here. And I was almost 9 then, We live in San Francisco, and, I went to school there, and they also went to Chinese school after regular school. Well, I grew up in San Francisco, and every year they would have a parade in Chinatown, the Chinese New Year's parade. I was there with my nephew, and he was over from Oakland, I guess.
Yeah.
With a friend, and I happened to be acquaintance of that friend of his, and that's how I met him.
Previously, we lived in West Oakland, so we wanted to move away from there, and this was a nice neighborhood. Oh, I used to be a wholesale butcher. I used to bone beef, cattle.
You know where Kavanaugh is? Down there in San Lorenzo? Well, they used to have a lot of shops there. There was a Mervyn, there was a watchmaker, a supermarket, a bakery. It was very nice.
And of course, the theater used to be open.
Yeah, the theater was open.
Yeah, we used to go there for movies.
But now, of course, it's empty there. There's nothing down there. And it was very nice there, all young couples with children. And it was very safe. The children would play outside all the time, out the front, in the streets. In the summertime, they were out the lake, And our garage doors are always open. And if I had to go out, we just pulled the garage door down and didn't even bother to lock the doors. That's how safe it was those days.
Well, I lost one friend, got shot in the head. he was out drinking and flashing his money, and he was one of my fishing partners.
Well,
Okay.
we lost our oldest daughter too 15 years ago. 17 years now. 17 years ago. She was not living here anymore at that time when it happened. So I think that was, one of the bad things that happened to us, at least to me, it's very hard. Oh, I think about her almost every day.
In 1941, I was living in Arizona then. I remember that Sunday morning, I was shooting my BB gun, and then it was a beautiful morning, and then it came over the radio that the Japs bombed Pearl Harbor. That changed everything.
I hardly know the neighbors here now. You don't see them because they're working, I guess, weekend, and they're not, I guess, maybe they just don't want to mix too much. I don't know what it is, but it's not like what we used to. We
No,
always
she's
had-
more or less confined a lot now. I know all the neighbors,
He
I
goes
get
out
out
and talk
more
to
often.
everybody.
Yes, she's confined to the house. Well, we mostly buy a lot of our meals now, and we do cook occasionally.
With me occasionally. He's only eats two kinds of food, either Chinese or American. See, but I am different. I would try anything. And since I don't get to eat at home, I go out with friends and I'll eat other.
My social life was mostly about family, I guess.
We're a very close-knit family, especially my side of the family. When he's not fishing, a lot of time we're in San Francisco, visiting my family. Our family still get together a lot. Very, I have a big, my side of the family is big. I have a lot of nephew, nieces, grandnephew, and grandnieces, so there's always something going on, a wedding, a baby, showers. So we see each other at least twice a year. I had good memories of my children growing up here. Yeah. In fact, I missed them. I missed them when they were little. I even missed my grandchildren when they were little because I took care of them for a while. But now they're grown. Actually, I didn't find out until after a while that some of the neighbors didn't like having the Asian there. And, a few, I think, did move away, what I heard. But on the whole, I think we were accepted. I had a very good neighbor next door, and she kind of helped me out, took me in hand here. And, the children played together. And it wasn't too bad, because I guess we were a novelty, I had a young child, and all the little kids would come over and see what this Chinese little girl looked like. But it wasn't, bad.
I
not
never
really.
had much,
I didn't think so. Yeah.
because I used to live in Brooklyn, and back then, you learn to take care of yourself. So, and I more or less blended in because I was pretty young when I was in Brooklyn. That's in New York City. Well, we used to work on weekend. We used to go out to lakes, and the whole family we used to go camping.
He was asking about the evenings.
Oh, in the evenings? Well, what everybody else does, I guess, relax and...
Well, he used to have to get up very early in the morning, so we would be in bed early, really, because of his work, having to get up early. But Like I said before, in the summertime, the children are out there playing in the dark. Every weekend we would go somewhere. And you know those days, we used to all dress up on Sunday when we go out. I have pictures of us in Lake Merritt. I was all dressed up with high heel. My girls were all dressed up in their little dresses. And, you know, it's not like now, you know. We can dress up.
Downtown Hayward used to be nice and lively because they used to have a Capwell's there, 5 and 10.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, a lot of little stores in Hayward.
A lot of nice
back in the old
shops.
days.
Joseph Magnin. I used to love to go shop there. Goldman's. Yeah. It's too bad everything's sort of changed.
When they opened Southland,
When
they
they
more or less
yeah.
kill Hayward off.
Compared to my